Welcome back to Facts and Opinions with Don. I am Donald January Jr. You could be absolutely anywhere right now, but you're here with me. I appreciate that. As of late, it seems like the term political correctness is being used as if it's synonymous with words like respect and decency. I have an issue with that. A good friend of mine, DJ, who doesn't always handle things as I do, is taking issue with it as well. Who am I to deprive him from having a platform to speak out? This is what he had to say. What's up, people? We always hear about political correctness, and you always hear people talking about how bad it supposedly is. So I want to take a break from the norm, and I want to take a shot at being politically incorrect. I also want to vid about the current presidential administration instead of holding back as I have been. 1 Corinthians 13:11 states that when I was a child, I spoke like a child, I thought like a child, and I reasoned like a child. But when I became a man, I put away childish things. Let's talk about that for a minute. Because, to be totally honest with you, it seems like our president and many of the people that work with him did not get that memo. You see, the Meals on Wheels comments, that was the last straw with me and these guys. Jim Mulvaney, director of the Office of Management and Budget, referred to the Meals on Wheels program as one that does not work. And this is how he justified scrapping funding for it. If you know anybody that's relied on Meals on Wheels for lunch, if you've ever seen someone sitting back waiting on that van to show up for them to eat for the day, then you know how ridiculous and how selfish these comments are. And it also shows you how out of touch these guys are with common, and even more out of touch with poor people. And let's not forget draining the swamp. If you look back at Trump's 100-day plan, the very first thing that he had listed was imposing term limits on Congress. Have you heard any mention of that? Any mention at all? I'm going to tell you why you haven't had any mention of that. Because at this point, everybody that was once opposing Trump is now kissing his butt because he has won the presidential race. Whenever Donald Trump was running for president, all the people that opposed him that were in Congress were his enemies. That did not change until he won, and those same people that claimed to stand for something started kissing his butt. That's why there's no need to drain the swamp anymore, because the people that Donald Trump once saw as his enemies are now his allies. And don't even let me get started on how Donald Trump stepped on so many people in order to get the percentage that he needed to get into the White House. If you don't agree, just ask the average Mexican person about how they feel about Donald Trump. Still don't agree? Ask the average American Muslim born and raised in this country about their feelings about Donald Trump and how their lives are since he took office. Let's not forget about how many times President Trump has gotten people in an absolute uproar over unsubstantiated stories. Wiretapping is a good example. Now, this wiretapping story has been all over the world, and it all originated from a single tweet. The House Intelligence Committee was involved. The Department of Justice was involved. The only thing that needed to be done was evidence needed to be presented. You make these kind of claims and you don't have any information to back it up, you know that millions of people are going to back you no matter what you say, what you do, how it comes across, and how crass and abrasive you are. You have some sort of responsibility. You have to hold yourself accountable if so many people are not going to hold you accountable. And that did not happen. In fact, the case was closed, nothing was found, and the Trump administration still chose to say, well, the big bombshells are going to be coming in the future. You had the opportunity. Why drag it along if what you're saying is the truth? I'm so done. And just, can somebody please tell me why the President of the United States is relying on secondhand reports from the media and from news outlets when he has access to all this information firsthand before it trickles down and comes through this middleman and this next middleman? You have everything. What are you doing? It's like he's walking into his office. All these reports from various intelligence agencies, the CIA, the FBI, Department of Homeland Security. They're all sitting there on his desk, and he goes and throws them all off and cuts on the news. What's Fox and CNN got to say? What's trending on Twitter right now? There's a huge problem with that, because it's like we have our drunk uncle in the Oval Office. What about the insults? We have a man that is the leader of the free world. And just going back to the campaign, everyone that he ran against, he had a nickname for. It was an insulting, degrading nickname as well. Little Marco, Low Energy Jed, Crazy Bernie, Lion Hillary. What are we doing, man? I'm 34, and the way I see things, whenever I'm 70 years old, if I'm still behaving that way, and if I'm still surrounded by people that behave this way, I feel like I did something wrong. I feel like I made some poor decisions that got me off the path that I plan to be on, because I will not tolerate and I will not be around people that behave this way. And it's rough right now to have to constantly see this, because my president is in the news every day doing something that I wouldn't do right now, and I'm half his age. Now, I don't want you to think that I was one of those people that never gave the guy a chance, because my thoughts are, if the president succeeds, we all succeed. There's another thing that bothers me that I hear all the damn time. What is it with these people that parrot Donald Trump? And whenever I mean parroting, I can have a conversation with someone and I ask them, so why do you feel this way? And then they tell me the reason they feel this way is because ABC happened, so in turn, CBA needed to go down. That becomes an issue whenever Donald Trump said specifically, because ABC happened, CBA needs to go down. What the hell is going on, man? I feel like I'm stuck in the Twilight Zone. If that's how you feel, fine. But stop repeating verbatim what another man is saying and telling me that this is your thought. And come on, man. People gotta stop playing so dumb as to why so many people can't stand the guy. It's nothing to do with political parties. It's about the person. Or at least it is with me. Now, I think it's often misconstrued, because people will take someone speaking out against a particular politician or a political party, and they'll see that as a personal attack on them. I think we need to get past that, because that is not the case at all. At least it's not with me. I could care less about your political choices or how you feel. My point is, I am tired of people being jerks and getting passes to do it. That's not how I roll. So let me tell you about how I voted. I was not a fan of Hillary Clinton, and obviously I'm not a fan of Donald Trump. So whenever I went to the voting booth, just so I could have a clear conscience and not put either one of them in office, I was going to vote for a third party. The third parties weren't great, but it was an alternative to doing something that really creeped me out, or to supporting people that I just wasn't good with and I wasn't comfortable with. But Hillary Clinton is not in office right now. Let's not forget that. Let's focus on the lecture at hand. So that's always an issue with me whenever I hear people talking about but Obama, but Hillary. Neither one of them are no longer in office. So let's focus on what we got to deal with right now. Okay? So I get there and I have it in my head that I'm going to cast this vote for this third party. I know that this third party is not going to win, but I will have a clear conscience about what happens whenever this other person gets in office, because I want to put them there because I don't trust either one of them. So I get there in the voting booth and I'm sweating. My palms, whew, it's like I'm about to take the big shot for the big game. It's all on me. It's a free throw. We're tied and I got a chance to put it away. I dropped the ball, man. Big time. I shot an air ball. I just could not see myself doing nothing and Donald Trump end up getting into office. I didn't want to be that one vote that could have kept the guy from getting in there. So I'm not ashamed to say I ended up voting for Hillary Clinton just because Donald Trump scared the hell out of me. But there's no way in hell I would have voted for her either. But to me, he was a much worse decision. I don't mean that as a personal attack on anyone else, but it is what it is, and that's how I feel. I gotta get this off my chest. Whew! Now that I've gotten this off my chest, I see that it's somewhat therapeutic. I might have to do this more often. At least I know I'll have the support of all my politically incorrect folks. They'll be perfectly fine with me speaking my mind and saying whatever the hell comes to it, right? Exhale. I'm good now. Now get this damn camera out my face. Wow. I guess he's pretty passionate about this subject. His words, not mine. But I'd be lying if I said I disagreed. Well, this is Facts and Opinions with Don. I'm Donald January Jr. That was DJ. Until next time, peace.